Hey everyone, it's Crazy 2001. I'm back with another video, and today is the first day of E3, so I might as well start off with a bang with my Microsoft E3 conference review. If you like this review or this video, you can hit the like button. And subscribe to anything else on my channel. You can also add me on Facebook, like me on Facebook, follow me on Twitter, follow me on Google+, and also link description below for the Swagbucks website, the most rewarding website ever, where you earn free things like Amazon and PayPal, and also you become a member of RPM Network, all links in the description below. So, here we go. E3, huh? Finally, first day, and starts off with a bang, the Microsoft E3 conference. Now, some people are going to be saying I'm going to be biased as hell towards this, because some people say I'm not a big fan of Microsoft. I have an Xbox 360. There's nothing wrong with that system at all. I played all the WE games that came out on that system for Xbox 360. I didn't buy it for the Wii because the Wii version sucked. I admit that. I'm not going to be a fanboy here saying the Wii version was better. Obviously, that's not true. Also, I play those games on there too. Call of Duty, Halo, all these other games I play on Xbox 360. Xbox 360 is fine. So I'm not going... So I don't dislike Microsoft. It's just that what they showed for the Xbox One when their presentation they showed a couple weeks ago, I just wasn't impressed by it. Now, since E3, their conference is come and go, I can tell you my thoughts on it. So I hope you enjoy. So they first started off with, before they revealed more about the Xbox One, they decided to talk about a little bit about Xbox 360. First, there's a redesign. Make it resemble the Xbox One, even though I don't really see the point in this matter. When you make it seem less resembling so people won't buy the same system, obviously they won't because the Xbox One, well, the price I'll tell you later. But if you already know by now, you already know. But I'll tell you the price later, my thoughts on that. But, yeah, they redesigned the Xbox, make it look like the Xbox One. The Kinect really doesn't look that much different, but, hey. And then they showed some games for them look like they're indie games, or first-party games that they was talking about. One of them was this tank game. I really wasn't even paying attention to that because it seemed boring, the tank game, which is free to play, which you can download right now, I think, on the system so you can play it. Another one which seems like a Pixar game, which, I mean, I'm not saying it was bad, it just seems like Xbox did not make that game. Or, like, they didn't co-develop it. They look like they're publishing it, but I don't think they co-developed it. But the game looked interesting. And the third one before, which was Dark Souls 2, which was surprised everybody, so obviously people in the crowd enjoyed it, and it looks like an interesting game for the Xbox 360. And I think it's coming out on Xbox One, I'm not sure, I forgot. Now to the main portion of it, which was the Xbox One part of it. Now I'm going to be like bouncing around from beginning to the end because I'm trying to remember everything that they showed since all the new IPs that they showed, so just bear with me here. So, one of the new things they showed was this new Xbox One game, a first-party game, an exclusive, was called Rise, Son of Simon, I think. I forget, it was Son of Simon for something. The game looked incredible. For the Xbox One, it showed how it was like it's basically like a command strategy. I mean, it's not a strat. How should I put this? It's a obviously Roman like war game. It's not a strategy game. You can just see the trailer, but it looked awesome though. Basically, the Xbox that game that impressed me a lot. The Roman Simon game, the quick time events with slashing, you should have saw he was just stabbing people in the neck. The blood looks real. The characters looked real. Everything was just so detailed on it. Next one I remember was Forza or Motorsport 5, the racing game that everybody did. They showed before in the conference, but they showed more on here, and they showed actually a gameplay of it. The game looked incredible, the graphics and everything. The cars look way realistic, and the guy was talking about how the AI is not the AI anymore. It's more realistic human abilities instead of like AI abilities. So that's going to be interesting to see how they put that into play. Also, the Rise game, Son of Simon, is going to be a launch title for Xbox One. Also, they revealed Killer Instinct, which people was screaming in the conference about, so that seemed like a good game. I never actually saw it before. That's the first time I ever saw Killer Instinct. I didn't even know it existed. But it seemed interesting. It's like a fighting game, but people really enjoyed it, so I guess it's good. So I'm going to look up into it more later when I get the time, as I see I'm reviewing now. But one game that I was shocked about that I might actually buy the system for was the Sunset game. Now, that game looked freaking incredible. I don't know if it was the gameplay or that was a trailer, CGI trailer, that was actual gameplay. That footage looked incredible. Oh my god. The way that guy was just shooting the people, and then he was throwing the disc, and then he threw him the bottle, and he just blew up the whole thing. Just so interesting. I forgot that. I think it's what is it? Starburst over. I forgot the name. Just so many IPs that they showed. Just bear with me, but you know what I'm talking about. It was Star Driver. Sunset something. I'm just gonna say Sunset. That's why I remember the first name. So after that, they showed the Xbox Smart Glass. More about that, which I really won't go into much detail, or I'm not gonna say much because to me it's basically. Now I'm not gonna say so-called copy because it's new features that the Wii U gamepad doesn't have. I'm not gonna call it copy, but to me it just looks like their version of a Wii U gamepad, which Wii U already came out with. It was basically showing how you can start a game with the smart glass, like say you could join somebody's game, whatnot. Just better ways of starting the game if you're on Xbox Live trying to join the game better, and showed more gameplay of Killer Instinct. And also, now see, the one thing I'm jealous about that I have to admit I give Microsoft's props for was the Twitch TV thing. The Xbox One's going to have Twitch TV in it, which basically, that was my computer, which basically means that Twitch, you could live stream. So then you had actual live streaming. You can post on the internet, everybody's going to see it, and I think you can upload it to YouTube if you want to. So that's one thing I'm actually jealous of. So that actually is going to make it kind of better if I ever do decide to get the Xbox One. I can record gameplay much more easier, and it's going to be, I can actually do live streams right on the Xbox One. And since Kinect comes with it, it's going to be much more easier to hear my voice while I'm playing, and then people can interact with you. So that's one thing I actually was impressed by with Microsoft, with the whole Twitch TV thing. Which I'm actually, that'll make me buy the system, because that would make it so much easier for me to upload Xbox One gameplay videos if I were to decide to get the Xbox One. Now, I'm going to talk about more. They was talking about how it was inside the system, Xbox Gold. It was basically saying with the Xbox One now that even if the other account, like another avatar on the account doesn't have Xbox Gold, they'll still have the same gold features like you go online and join games, whatnot, even if you don't have it, and then so basically what they did was that if one person has gold account, every single other person, I guess what they're trying to say, I'm not trying to say this is true, that I guess everybody else would have the same gold features, so from now on you only have to use one gold account, and then everybody have the same gold features of going online, or it might be exclusive features for the person who actually has gold compared to other people who don't, they're just using just to play online, which I thought was a smart decision, because I just didn't get the fact that Xbox 360 you have to have gold to play online, even though the Sony and Nintendo you can play for free online. You didn't have to pay for anything. So, but at least they fixed that part. Also, they was talking about how, Xbox 360 benefits will be on the Xbox One. I don't know what that means. They will go into future details later. And now I'm talking about the other games that they showed. Another one was called It was the last game that they showed. Killer Titan or Titan something. That was the last game that they showed for the Xbox. Like I said before, I'm jumping around. I didn't forget like two of the main games that everybody was psyched about. I guess I'm saving those two for last. Basically, they was starting to Titan new IP. I gotta bring out the fact that they actually showed new IPs, but for the most part, they really didn't show them. It was only like 8 to 16 second clips of them for the new IP. Because they said 13, I could understand that. They couldn't have possibly showed 13 new IPs while showing all the other systems the game that they was trying to show for the other systems. So I could understand that. So it was Killer Titan, the last game they showed. It looks interesting. They have a lot of shooters. I have to admit that. For new IPs, they have a lot of shooters. But I will talk about that later in the video. Speaking of shooters, one of the games that people say about, Battlefield 4, world premiere gameplay trailer of Battlefield 4. That game looked amazing. I gotta admit that. The whole I don't remember. I do recall hearing something about you can shoot down a building and that building actually was falling down. It just looked amazing, Battlefield 4. Fortunately, it won't come to the Wii U, but that's EA for you. Which, I have an EA conference review later, so check that out and you'll see my thoughts on that. But anyway, Battlefield 4 game looked amazing on the Xbox One. I have to admit that. The graphics, I just have to admit, the Xbox One's graphics look just stunning on them. The thing that shocked me most was the Rise Son of Simon game that they showed. So yeah, that was really a great demonstration of how the graphics would work on the Xbox One. Another game that they showed was Halo. They just called it Halo. That's it. Even I'm pretty sure it's Halo 5, just another teaser, not actual gameplay footage of it. The game, I can't say the game looked interesting. It was just a trailer, but obviously it's Captain Master Chief is back. It looked like it takes place. I don't know where it takes place because his visor was kind of cracked, so we'll see where it takes from there. It's not coming out this year because that wouldn't make any sense because Halo 4 just came out 2012 in September 2012, so it wouldn't have made any sense if they would came out with that. Then that would just be milking a series at that point. And also, basically, the last thing I want to talk about was, before I talk about the price and what I think about the price and release date, was Dead Rising 3. They announced Dead Rising 3 for the Xbox 360, which shocked a lot of people. People are still. There's some huge Dead Rising fans at Microsoft conference, and I know some people who use Dead Rising fans. I played Dead Rising before. Not really. I didn't really get into it. I'm not saying the game was bad. I just really didn't get into it. But Dead Rising 3, the game looked amazing. Showed gameplay of it. The way how the zombies look and everything, it just looked amazing on Xbox One. So people can look forward to that. I might actually look forward to that. Dead Rising 3, the game looked. So let's see. Killer Instincts, something Titan. That was the last game that they showed. Battlefield 3, Halo. Speaking of Battlefield, the first DLC is going to be come out first on Xbox One, like Microsoft always has. So, yeah, that. And the other game I had to mention, like I already mentioned before, was the Rise game. That just what was it? Sunset. It's a Sunset. I'm about to say Starburst. Sunset. Those two games. That might actually convince me to buy Xbox One. Those two games just looked amazing, especially Sunset. Like, oh my god! Just if you could find Sunset, I'm not gonna post it on my channel. If you could find Sunset, that trailer that they showed, it just looks amazing. I don't know if it's gameplay or if that was just CGI. Either way, that might convince me to actually buy it if it's on launch day. And last but not least, they revealed that before it was the end, was the price and release date. If we don't have a solid release date, you just know it's coming out in November, which I assumed it was, because it was going to come out in December, because they want to get those holiday sales beforehand, the Black Friday sale. So it might come out before Black Friday, just like they did with the Wii U. It might come out before Black Friday. I'm thinking the PS4 will come out before Black Friday as well. And now the price. I forgot what they said for the UK and Japan. Even they did say Japan, but the price over here for America will be a retail price of $499, so basically $500. Yeah, tax to that would be like around $540. Now, like I said before in my other videos, I was saying what I expect them to say was around $400 because to me that's a solid price point. Everybody will buy it at that point. I understand, even though I don't agree with this price point, and in my opinion, I believe they just shot themselves in the foot with this price point for the Xbox One. It costs $500. I mean, I have to realize the fact that it comes with Kinect. That's the reason why it's going to cost $400. Besides the new technology that's in the system, and obviously advanced controller. The reason why it costs $500 is because of the Kinect. Because they want everybody to have Kinect at this point. So then it'll just be this whole community where everybody can just interact. That's what they should have did with Kinect. That's why they tried to do it with Xbox 360, the Kinect. They tried to bundle it so poor people could get to it. Now with Xbox One, everybody will have Kinect in their house. That's why it costs $500. Do I agree with the price point? No, I think it's way too much. Even if I understand the fact that Kinect is bundled with the system, that's why it costs $500. That's why it costs $500. But I don't agree with the $500 point. Now I want to see what Sony's going to do. Since we already know the Wii U price, they might even get a price cut tomorrow. We're going to have to find out tomorrow with their Nintendo Direct, which you'll sure see my review on. I want to see what Sony does, which is later today. We should see my review later today, Sony as well. Now, Sony has a smart decision here. If they just come out with the system, how many gigabytes, and the controller, they price that $400, they'll have a way better advantage than Microsoft. But they do something like bundle it with the Vita to make everybody buy the Vita because nobody's buying the Vita. If they bundle it with the Vita, they're going to have to make it cost $500. Or maybe more because Vita itself costs like $250. So it's just Sony's in a good position to make the price $400. Just make, in my opinion, just make the price $400. You make the price $400, people buy a system. Even though it's just $100 more, it's based. Okay, okay, here's the thing. I wasn't gonna say it like this. I'm just gonna end the video. The $500 price point, in my opinion, is bad. But if they have all the launch games, I mean, if they show all the games and what they said was going to be at launch is going to be at launch, then the $500 price point is justifiable. Because they're going to have Connect and all those great games that they show. So especially Sunset and the Rise of Sun Assignment, I'll definitely buy. I'll pay $500 and those two games, just play those two games on there. And plus streaming on Twitch TV, that would just be awesome. Like I said before, Twitch TV, that's one thing Microsoft got over Nintendo was this Twitch TV thing, which I was shocked about. So overall, my review, should I grade it? Out of a 10, I will give it a 8 out of 10 for this conference review. And expected I was going to be grading for all the other conferences in that out of 10 scale. I give it 8 out of 10. The reason why, like I said before, the 500 price point, I mean, I know why they had a price of that 500, but I just don't agree it should be 500. That's my opinion. And also the reason why I gave it 8 out of 10 was that besides those two games in the beginning, nothing else really seemed to shock me. Because I already knew Battlefield 4. I already knew that eventually they was going to announce a Halo. The only thing that they really, besides Dead Rising 3, 2, nothing really impressed me or shocked me. But besides the first two games, Sunset and Rise, Sun Assignment, and Dead Rising 3. All the other games I already knew it was going to be on the system. Visually, yeah, good, but I already kind of knew it, so it wasn't a surprise factor. So overall, I'll give it 8 out of 10. You can agree with my opinion. If you don't, you leave the comment section below. Thank you for watching my review in the Microsoft conference for E3 2013. If you like my review, you can hit the like button. Subscribe to miss anything else on my channel. You can also add me on Facebook, like me on Facebook, follow me on Twitter, follow me on Google+. And also link description below for the Swagbucks website, most reward website ever. We earn free things like Amazon and PayPal. And if you become a member of RPM Network, all links in the description below. Thank you for watching, and this is the week of E3. This is Crazy 2001, signing off. See ya.